All right. Welcome back. We should be live. We should be live. Welcome back. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. It is Sunday already. What happened to Saturday? I don't even remember Saturday or Friday. I should say Friday. This weekend flew by like nothing. Now, on this video, I want to deal with, you see the title of the live stream. And it's something that I feel like I should have focused on a long time ago. I'm going to focus on it now. Because I view, and we all should view, dog trainers and other dog experts as just as important to them as doctors are to our health. The experts, the dog experts, supposed to tell people, they're supposed to be educated on dog behavior and how dogs think. They're supposed to know how dogs think better than the non-professionals. When a dog expert says something, people are going to believe it. Most people, of course, you're going to have some critics. But when you as the expert say it, more people are going to believe it when it comes from you. Now, it's even worse when they see you do something. When the general public sees you, let's say you're a trainer with a lot of accolades, okay, and you know your name is out there, you can say anything, they'll believe you. But if you do something and they can see you doing something, they're going to believe it's okay to do it themselves without even thinking about it. They don't have to verbalize it or nothing. You are going to encourage and influence them to do the exact same thing that you're doing. But what if they end up getting their kid or newborn baby killed or mutilated or attacked, period? You don't want no newborn being attacked by no dog. What if that happens to one of these people who watch your stinking video, your brain dead, goofy nutter video? They sit up and do what they saw you do, and the dog latches on to a flipping newborn. That, ladies and gentlemen, is an attack that was encouraged, influenced by the dog trainers themselves, the very people who are supposed to help you to avoid dog attacks. What they actually do is encourage more attacks. This is what they do as so-called experts. So let's deal with it. Y'all know this guy, the Hulk and the dog dynasty, this joker right here, who has, I cannot imagine how many people have been hurt, how many kids, grandparents have been hurt and killed because of this man's influence. Now, as y'all watch this, keep in mind, this was uploaded 7 years ago. This was posted on YouTube, uploaded to YouTube 7 years. It's been sitting here on the internet for 7 years. The video has 62 million views. 62 million views. That's influence. If you are able to reach that many people, you better have a professional message. You better have a positive, constructive message. If you don't, you're going to have people like me on your neck. Now brace yourselves as you watch and listen to this. I've had to report on so many stories like this, and these are the most difficult stories, as many of you know. I sound cool, calm, and collected as I, go over and share the details of these stories, but these stories are disturbing. And I believe videos like this is the reason why we end up having to report these gruesome stories.
I want to see how he'd cope with a new member of the pack. Enter.
Now, y'all hear what he just said? He said he wanted to see how his dog copes with a new member of the pack. I just quoted him word for word.
I really wanted to see how he'd cope with a new member of the pack.
Now, the new member he's talking about is the newborn.
Enter Jackson.
Okay, the newborn's name is Jackson. So before they even get the newborn home, they dehumanize the newborn. They immediately put the newborn on the same level as a dog. How? By referring to the newborn as a new member of the pack. This guy has already dehumanized himself and his entire family, and now he's going to initiate the new life.
So who's this little guy?
This is Jackson Wesley Grennan.
Now let me not show that. I don't want to show camera all up in the baby's face, but I want you to hear what this guy says here.
Those boundaries limits leadership. There's nothing to be worried about.
He says there's nothing to be worried about. He's talking about bringing the newborn home around this giant pit bull. Yes, there is something to worry about. Okay? And it's really annoying seeing anybody, but especially when the guy is as skinny as this dude is, talking the way that he's talking. Listen to him.
I'm always in control, and that's the main thing, so not worried at all.
Always in control. Understand, if any of the dogs latch on to this newborn, he will not prevent it. He's not going to see the progression leading up to it. None of them ever do. And what's going to happen is the dog's going to latch onto the baby, and he's not going to be able to break free. Now, as soon as the dog latches onto the baby, the damage is done. The damage is done. All you're doing from that point is trying to prevent further damage. You're already going to have puncture holes. The skull going to be penetrated. Baby probably have a tooth stuck in his or her brain. Okay? But understand, when you talk about newborns, the first thing that these things do is start to shake them. Newborns, only a pound or two, they easily will clamp down on their head and walk around while shaking. That is what these things do. Y'all remember I've shared some stories where the witnesses said that's exactly what happened, that the dog latched onto a newborn and started to pace around the house while shaking. There is no man or woman on this planet that can 100% guarantee that that won't happen. If there's a dog and a baby in the same flipping home, nobody alive can guarantee that that won't happen. And once that dog starts to attack, nobody on this planet will be able to reduce additional damage. But understand, the first puncture, the first bite could be a death bite. So this thing, bottom line, has no business at all, even near a home, let alone inside of it.
Well, Jackson weighs about 8 pounds, so the crazy thing here is Hulk is about 22 times the size of him.
Now, he basically brags that the dog is 22 times the size of the newborn. Basically, oh, look at how much of a risk I'm taking. Look at how much I have devalued my newborn's life. Look at how much I don't care about the life of my newborn. I don't care how this guy talks about how confident he is. I don't care how he brags about how much control he got over this dog. This dog has a brain of its own. And it can do anything at any moment. Y'all remember this guy was working with some other guy. And the dog bit the guy. Bit his bare arm. Not no bite sleeve. So again, you are not in control of these things' brains. And you know it.
Oh, big guy, that'll eat you up. I know, we gotta calm down before we meet the baby.
Sometimes Hulk.
Now look at that. Look at him. It's real dangerous that they made this video. They're getting everything all prepared. Basically, understand what they're doing is saying, hey, all of you bully breed owners, you all do the same thing you see us doing. And after 6 years, 61 million views, how many nutters do you think watched this video and said, oh, great, I can do this too? It gets worse. Listen.
Gets really excited, but we know Hulk. We know he knows when it's time to settle down.
Give some space, bro.
And this is another thing that makes me sick about these deformed, deranged mutants. Get out of my face. Get away from me. I don't know how they deal with that. I don't want no stinking face, stinking breath mutant all up in my face everywhere I go. Like, who wants attention that bad? You that desperate to feel like an important person?
Give some space, bro.
I don't want to have him come over when he's all excited and bring that energy around the baby.
Everything's gotta be on your terms, you know, that's the most important part. So you want him to come over, you call him over.
Look at this. This is so crazy to me. Because both of them, the adults, both of them know the newborn could be killed right now. This could be that moment where the newborn is killed. But understand, this scenario that you're seeing right here is the exact same scenario that several people have gone through, but their newborn was attacked.
Hulk, come here. Come.
In this moment, it's really important that Lisa calls Hulk over. You know, you have to lead the way.
You know, at moments like that is when several newborns have been attacked because the parent is doing exactly what you see here. Bring a newborn home, call the dog over. How else would newborns be attacked? Of course, unless they lay the baby in a basket or whatever, but that's the same. That's even worse. But understand, the baby is not safe in this moment. There's no protection. There's nothing here protecting the baby. Who's protecting the baby? This lady? That little skinny toothpick crossed the room? Crossed the room? No.
In this moment, it's really important that Lisa calls Hulk over. You know, you have to lead the way. You always have to be in control.
No, you always have to do something stupid. You see how they call being in control doing very dangerous things? No.
No, we're not gonna lick his head though. He's clean.
Again, this is disgusting and dangerous. This thing wants to start licking on the newborn. She calls this dog over and starts rubbing on the dog. Now, as many of y'all know that doctors say that the people most vulnerable to viruses and stuff like that are the people with impaired immune systems. Anytime they talk about this, they say, like, cancer patients have impaired immune systems. And newborns, they do not have a fully developed immune system. It's extra important to keep newborns in a clean environment, especially away from zoonotic bacteria, viruses, germs, parasites. Just imagine how many people these so-called experts have encouraged to defile their kids and ruin their health by doing this. Brain dead, disgusting mutant. Licking the baby because the baby tastes salty.
He loves them.
And then they say that the dog loves the newborn. No, we all know better than that. Then they play this happy music. You should actually be playing scary horror music right now, because this scenario that you're looking at gets thousands, has already gotten thousands of newborns killed and disfigured. This exact same scenario. And you have to specifically do certain things to create an environment like this that you're looking at. Where's the father at? This joker said he's in complete control. You can see him in the mirror right here. Dog latch onto this newborn. He's going to have to come from across the room, but he claims to be in control. No, he's just doing something stupid. And that's why so many people like this video and went crazy over and just watching it. They get off on sacrificing newborns.
No worries with Hulk being around the baby. I mean, he's great with kids, dogs, everything. He's such a gentle soul. He's awesome. He loves babies.
This is insanity. Look, even if you believe that, even if you trust your mutt all intensely like you claim to do, you should be aware that several newborns are killed by dogs. So why would you promote doing stuff like this? How much you trust your dog is irrelevant. Point here is you don't want other people doing it. The idea is, hey, I might be dumb enough or crazy enough to do this, but you don't do it. I don't want you all doing what I'm doing. Your baby get killed or disfigured, all because you're listening to me. You watch this video. An expert. Now, this is the wife of the expert. So this is all a part of the lesson. And everything you see here, they're actually encouraging other dog owners to do this. And you can already tell that a video like this will have pit nutters doing everything you see here and more. And that's exactly what they do. And that's exactly what gets several newborns killed. They don't even get to enjoy life. It's over before it even starts.
Absolutely inseparable. It's been beautiful.
Which is, people, that's the sickest type of crime in the world. To end a life less than a year after it begun. You should bend over backwards, bend over in a pretzel to encourage everyone to totally avoid scenarios like this. Having a dog inside of a house with a newborn. You talk about things that don't mix. That don't mix under no circumstances.
We'll watch.
And it's so crazy. They pretend like they love their kids so much. Oh, I love my kids so much. Not in my book. And I don't care what people think about that. I don't care what nobody think about that. I don't care who you are or what you think about that. You just got a warped view of love. Okay? My definition of love, the first thing you do is protect whatever it is you claim to love. You don't even let the threat come near around what you love. That's how you can tell that someone loves something or has some type of attachment. They're highly protective. This is the exact opposite of being highly protective. Do y'all not understand that? Yeah, listen, the whole purpose of a home is primarily so that newborns are not killed by wild animals. Let me not show the baby. Let me say that again. The primary purpose of a home is to protect newborns from wild, deadly animals. Outdoors, us adults, we can defend ourselves. Babies can't. But you see exactly what they're encouraging. They're saying, hey, all of you bully breed owners, you do this too. Do this with your newborn. And that's why you hear all these stories about these idiots getting their newborns killed, mutilated, tortured, disfigured. I mean, just the sight of a newborn in a hospital on a ventilator is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And any adults who took part in creating the environment for something like that to happen is a criminal. They're criminals. Okay? I don't care what nobody say. My mind is made up. This is a degenerative, sick, dangerous, reckless, inhumane, evil culture that needs to be gotten rid of. Promoted and pushed by a bunch of degenerates posing as professionals and experts. They're not. They're not. I'd rather encourage people to do something else. If I'm going to hop online and influence people to do something, it's not going to be to bring a lethal predator around newborns and toddlers. Can't y'all find something else to encourage people to do? You can literally talk about anything. You'll eventually gain a following. Eventually. But stuff like this is horrible. Now I want y'all to listen to what this lady says. She tries to explain, and understand she's playing the role as an expert too. She's trying to explain why it's safe to have these things around kids. Listen to this, and you ask yourself, how many people do you think watched this and were more likely or encouraged to bring these things around their babies?
You don't have to train a dog to be around children.
You heard that. You don't have to train dogs to be around children. Like, wow, what a statement already.
You don't have to train a dog to be around children. It's just how you raise them. The training that we do from a young age is just imprinting. We make loud noises.
They make loud noises when these dogs are puppies.
Bring them around different surfaces.
Bring them around different surfaces when the dogs are puppies.
Pull on their tail.
Pull on their tail when they're puppies. And look at the imagery that they're showing you while she's saying this.
Pull on their ears. Mess with them a little bit when they're younger. Then they're
mess with them a little bit when they're younger. Let them around kids when they're younger. Okay? Now understand, several experts or so-called experts have said that when dogs reach a certain age, they become more aggressive. That's why you hear people saying, oh, I raised it from a puppy, never shown aggression until it was such and such age. Okay? They grow up and they start to turn. So you're taking that risk. But they're trying to share this information with you as if, hey, as long as you do that when a dog is a puppy, it will never attack once it's grown. It's a lie. Straight up lie. Everybody should know that.
Noises. We bring them around different surfaces.
Make loud noises so that the dogs are used to loud. The dogs are already making loud noises with their stupid barking. And all dogs hear loud noises anyway, just like we hear loud noises. And kids are not that loud. I get sick of these people talking about kids as if they're so loud. They're not. And if a dog can't hear a scream without wanting to rip somebody's throat out, I mean, what are you talking about? So they've whipped up a bunch of excuses that they're going to use. Oh, this is why we trust our bully breed.
We bring them around different surfaces. Pull on their tail, pull on their ears, mess with them a little bit when they're younger, then they're used to it all. And that way, if a kid comes up behind the dog and startles it.
Look at what they're showing you. They're showing you things that so many so-called experts have told you never to do. They told you never pat a dog on the top of its head. How many times have I said that? Have I shared it? They've said it several times. But here they're telling you, no, do it. In fact, let your toddler pet it on top of the head. That's what they're telling you to do. I can't imagine. I can't remember how many so-called experts have said, don't let your kids ride on a dog like a horse. Several. But you see them here. They're encouraging you to do exactly that. That's deep. I can't imagine. So basically, that's their number one purpose. They've influenced more people to do that than to do anything else.
Turn and nip or bite with all the imprinting that we do, and startles it. Surfaces, pull on their tail, pull on their ears, mess with them a little bit when they're younger, then they're used to it all. And that way, if a kid comes up behind the dog and startles it, some dogs' reaction would be to turn and nip or bite. With all the imprinting that we do, that's not their reaction. They're just used to it all.
See, and this is real bad. Look at this. Okay, so what are they doing? Showing imagery like this. They're encouraging other nutters to do the exact same things. And basically what they're saying is, let your kids pull on these dogs' tail when they're puppies. You pull on their tail when they're puppies. You jump all over them when they're puppies. And by the time they're grown, they'll be used to it. I can tell you now, that's a lie. I mean, in the nerve, for you to even have the audacity to assume that you know some other creature's brain that well, it's disrespectful. I don't care what you do with a puppy while it's a puppy. You don't know what this mutt gonna do when it grow up. And you are a fool, a plumb idiot, to think that you do know or understand these things' brains. Oh, good boy. See? And it's these people that we read about in these stories all the time. It's always some arrogant nutter with a bully breed. And this is something that the general public really does not need right now. Seeing that this was uploaded 7 years ago and got 62 million views, I can only guess that this video has encouraged several attacks. It has encouraged several of these nutters. Oh, let's bring the baby around the bully breed. Let's bring it's safe. Oh, it is safe. Thank you, Mr. Professional. And then they go bring their baby around the kid, the dog, rip them up, rip their face off. Okay? It's up to y'all to think, man. You know, you can do what you want with your brain. Do what you want with your life. But the fact is, these people, they have an influence on the environment I live in. And these people are breaking the law. Several times I deal with child attacks on infants and toddlers. And I focus on that. I make a big deal out of that. Because there's supposed to be laws in place against it. We should never see it. Not only do we see it, they rub it in our face. They're arrogant about it. They're very disrespectful about it. Now let's get into something else that they do. Because these people are true criminals, if you ask me. These dog behaviorists. For the past few days, few weeks, I've been talking about what these experts have had to say about this XL bully ban and pit bull bans in general. Dog bans in general. All dog bans, basically pit bull bans. Well, as we all know, in several countries, pit bulls are banned, right? But it's only a certain bully breed that's banned. UK, I always refer to the UK, where they banned 4 bully breeds, 4 types of bully breeds, and recently banned a 5th, the XL bully. Okay, because the experts told them that science has proven that bans don't work. Right? Now think about it. A country like the UK bans 4 different types of bully breeds, or 5 different types of bully breeds. And then you look at how many bully breeds there are. And you understand why the ban failed. It didn't fail because bans don't work. It failed because you failed to implement the correct ban. If you're going to ban dogs for safety reasons, this is real elementary. If you're going to ban dogs for safety reasons, you banned the dangerous dogs. If there are any dogs that are harmless, you don't ban them. If you're banning for, and now let me correct that. You ban those too. Flat out. Let me completely take that back. You ban those too. If it's for safety reasons, you ban them. Anything that can look at a newborn and mutilate them, get rid of it. There's nothing that thing has of value to offer us that's worth taking that type of risk. Get it out of here. They all should be banned. But when it comes to bully breeds, it's like a super major con. You ban 4 bully breeds, yet you all fully aware that the bully breed itself is the problem. Look at this PDF right here by Marin Humane. Look at this. You see what it says? It says bully breeds. Bully breeds. They ain't talking about no pit bull. It don't say pit bull terrier. It says bully breeds. What are bully breeds? Look at how and look at how they deal with it. They're running down all the bully breeds: American Pit Bull Terrier, Bull Mastiff, Staffordshire Terrier, etc., etc. All of these dogs carry an increased risk. It's the combination of these bully breeds which carries the risk. Now look at this. You see what that says? What are some common characteristics of the bully breeds? Look at how they're focusing on saying bully breeds and not pit bull terrier, nothing like that. They're being truthful right here. They're being realistic right here, and I don't even think they realize it. You're admitting that bully breeds themselves are a breed. So if you're going to ban a breed, ban the bully breed or bull breed. Now, as you can see here, what I'm showing you is that they are saying the same thing about bully breeds. They're saying the same things about bully breeds that several other pro pit bull organizations say about pit bulls. But instead of saying pit bulls, they're saying bully breeds. And it's the exact same information. Look, what are common bully breed myths and misconceptions? Bully dogs have locking jaws. Are we reading about bully breeds or pit bulls? It's the same. And that's not a myth. These things, their jaws lock. They lock. I don't want to hear nothing. They lock. Every attack I read about, when these things lock their jaws, the victim can't open them. Every now and then you'll hear about somebody who grabbed a stick or something and pried the dog's mouth open. What are you talking about? And when you consider the fact that as soon as they lock down, they begin to shake. Every shake, left to right, back and forth, rips more tissue. The damage inflicted increases dramatically when they start to shake. This is why they cause the most damage. And y'all, the experts telling us this is not an increased risk. This is not an example of increased aggression. So doing certain things to cause more damage is not an example of higher aggression? Okay, y'all the experts. Look at this. Bully dogs are naturally aggressive. Boy, oh boy. We've been through this 1,000 times. They are more aggressive. When they attack with more aggression. That's why they cause more damage. Bully dogs aren't good with children. Not even going to deal with that one. Bully dogs have more bite pressure per square inch than other dogs. I'm not going to deal with that one. We all know that's foolish. It does not matter what their bite pressure is. All of them have enough bite pressure to bite clean through your arm, your flesh, and your bones. So it don't matter what their bite pressure is. Look at this. Bully dogs don't feel pain. It's dangerous to refer to this stuff as a myth or a lie. Because the truth is, when they attack, it's very difficult to hurt them or get them to respond to pain. This is a very well-known fact. Heard all these stories about people hitting them with bats and other objects and it not even faze them. Heard stories about them getting tased and it not even faze them. So why would you point this out as if it's so not true and not even elaborate on what is true about these what they call myths and misconceptions? These are actually, everything they wrote here is true. Except this, that's irrelevant. Look at this. Bully dogs are the most likely dogs to bite. And they are. On average, they are. But of course, they're sharing that test, that old debunked, baseless test that they conducted years ago. Bully dogs aren't good with other animals and people. Bully dogs kill more animals than any other thing on the planet, than anything or anybody on the planet. But they're telling us it's a myth. What else is a myth? Is it a myth that they attack? Is everything a myth? Everything is a myth to these people. So they understand that the problem is the bully breed. But when they talk about bans, they want to create the narrative and tell us what to view as dangerous. No, I'm going to tell you what's dangerous. All of these dogs, period, are dangerous. I don't care what their breed is. But when you talk about the dogs with increased risk, the dogs with increased aggression, the ones that cause more damage on average when they attack, you're talking about bully breeds. What dogs are you talking about when you talk about bully breeds? Look at your screen. Look at this screen. You don't talk about banning dogs for safety. This is what you ban. You ban all of them. And look at how many there are. Boston Terrier, American Bully, American Stafford. Get out of here. Bull Mastiff. Told you Mastiffs and bully breeds. Great Danes. And notice on the description how they talk about Great Danes being known as gentle giants. I've shared stories where they've killed people, even their owners. Y'all remember, it's like a week apart. 2 different women got killed by multiple Great Danes, and it was their own Great Danes. 2 women who owned more than one Great Dane was both mauled to death by those Great Danes. It was like a week or 2 apart. These shepherd mutts, these are bully breeds. Look at this. Look at this mutt. Bully breed. And look at the name of it. Catahoula Bulldog. Listen, I don't have no respect for these different names that you give these mutations. They separate these things so that they could implement fake bans. Rottweiler, pugs, these are all bully breeds. And bully breeds, these pugs, they should be exterminated. It's just immoral for them things to even live. They're so deranged and dysfunctional. They can barely breathe. They have hip displacement all their life, and they don't even reproduce. You got to artificially inseminate them. Stop it. That Dogo Argentino, Cane Corso, giant mutt, and y'all been following the news. They're talking a lot about how the Cane Corso got the same or a stronger bite force than a lion. Don't pay no attention to that. Both a lion, Cane Corso, and all of these dogs can bite holes out your body, so it don't matter. Bull Terrier. Like, what is this? Bull Terrier, American Bully, Boston Terrier, Bull Mastiff, Staffordshire Terrier. Get out of here. Get out of here. And understand, people, when they say that bans don't work because people will move on to another dangerous breed, they're always talking about those people moving on to a different bully breed. Okay? Boxers, French Bulldogs. Look at this. What is this? What is this? A Bordeaux Bulldog? Don't nobody care about these different mutations, but the dog lovers themselves. This stuff don't make no difference to me. And we've all seen these mutts before. But look at this. Understand. You see that? Look at this list. This list. Wait a minute. This list is not complete. It's incomplete. Exotic bully. You see this exotic bully? People understand those are pocket bullies. They're like 3 different sizes of pocket bullies. French Bulldog, American Bulldog. What? Get out of here, man. And understand, all of these mutts attack the same way. They all have that unique attack style where they bite down, hold, and shake. Bite, hold, shake. Additional muscle to help cause more damage. Their brain release all these dopamine and opioids, whatever, and numbs the body. Their brain release, I think it's either dopamine or something, that acts just like opioids. Painkillers. That's why they don't feel nothing when they attack. Making them more dangerous, period. Okay? They have the instinct and everything. And another trait that they all have, they attack to the death. Attack to the death. Each one of these traits contributes to how much they are an increased risk. But yet you so-called experts been telling us that they're all the same. That no breed is more dangerous than another. Look at this. These are more bully breeds. These more bully breeds. Understand, when you're trying to figure out the number of bully breeds out there, you got to do a search on bulldogs too. All bully breeds. Serrano Bulldog. What is this? What? Just a bunch of mutants. Different mutations. That's all this is. Here's some more. A list of mastiffs or mastiffs. Bully breeds. Most of them are bully breeds. Almost all of them are bully breeds. Be aware of this, people. Now, what kind of sense do it make to ban 4 or 5 of these? How do you even reach that point where you only ban for what? What's your reason for only banning 4? It's not because they overrepresented in statistics. I'm not trying to hear that. Just be aware of that, people. Everything about dog culture is a con, a lie. These are nothing but con artists, and they're pushing a lifestyle that everybody should know better than to, embrace. You don't embrace no lifestyle like this. Look at this, it's ridiculous. Don't nobody care how these mutants have mutated. There's your American Bulldog. Terrier. What is this? Staffordshire. Please. Y'all think we care about these differences? We supposed to believe that one of these mutts is dangerous and the other ones are not? Ridiculous. They all need to go. Worthless. Euthanize all of them. Put them all down humanely. It's no problem. Y'all want to go on about humane and all this nonsense. Now, what is this? Kids' wellness matters. Safety and integrating babies and dogs in the home. See, this is dangerous. Safely integrating babies and dogs in the home, that's dangerous and impossible. You got a baby and a dog in the same home, the baby's in danger. Period. And you dumb, you an idiot, need to be slapped for bringing it inside the home. What is this, man? This world is just, it's becoming anti-male and anti-female. Nobody respects true protection and security. They don't even know what a secure home is, a safe home is. Don't even know the purpose of a home. Sad. Now look at this. A website that's supposed to provide education about why dogs attack. Look at what they wrote. Any breed of dog can bite due to fear, frustration, or other emotions. What other emotions you talking about? You talking about bloodthirst. You know, dogs biting out of fear and frustration, I bet that is once in a blue moon. That's like once every 10 years. They bite out of fear and frustration. 99.9% of the time, they're biting just being bullies. Bloodthirsty. Biting for sport. Just to dominate. And that's the one thing these so-called experts never point out. Anytime somebody asks them, why do dogs attack? Why do they bite people? They always, fear, anxiety, scared. Yeah, but what about bloodthirst? We see the proof of that everywhere. This story surfaced maybe 3-4 hours ago. Multiple sheep killed in a string of attacks. 9 sheep were attacked. 9 sheep. Not eaten, just attacked. And this happens pretty much every single night. Somewhere in the world, dogs going through livestock, killing them just to kill them. You can't claim they're killing them because they're scared of them. Or they trespass on other people's property from a long distance and start attacking livestock because they're scared of them. Get out of here. Get out of here. It's so disrespectful and shameful for anybody to believe that. It's shameful. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. You should know, everybody should know better than that. Dogs involved in the attack have yet to be identified thus far. Crazy stuff. Like y'all know, these types of articles surface pretty much every day. Pretty much every day. Another article to surface that I thought was like, what is this? What are these people doing? Is this a recent article? December 24th. Dog danger. Warning, as hyper dogs are a danger to your children on Christmas. Here's how to tell if your dog is about to attack. Oh boy. And all they're saying is that on Christmas, your kids are hyper and excited. And if that's why your dogs attack them. Or your kids are hyper on Christmas. Dogs eventually attack as a way to say, hey, I've had enough. They always project the idea that the dog is being harassed and violated before each attack. Y'all should know that that's a lie. Nobody should have to tell you that that's a lie. Nobody should have to tell none of us that that's a lie. Common sense should tell you that's a lie. And boy, these people, they said something else crazy on here. Where is that? Dogs often exhibit warning signs before resorting to biting. That's a lie. That's a lie. They rarely exhibit warning signs. What are you talking about? Such as stiffening up, turning their head away? Are you serious? Dogs are always turning their heads. They're always looking around, left to right. We supposed to assume that they're going to attack every time they do that? Who wants a pet like that? Where every time they turn its head, you supposed to worry. Turning its head. Shut up, man. Licking their lip. Here we go. Here we go. Do y'all know one of these so-called experts even they suggested that if a dog comes at you and is being aggressive, for you, the human, to lick your lips. They said for you to yawn, lick your lips, and blink fast. Blink a lot. And look left or right. Don't make eye contact. That's what they said. I might still have the link here. I'll show it to you. Because they said that that's body language that dogs use when they don't want to fight. Now imagine that. A dog come charging at you. You slowly walk backwards, blinking, licking your lips and yawning. They said to make exaggerated yawns. This stuff is crazy. Look at this. Their eyes getting wide. Nobody has ever spotted a dog eyes that got wide. There ain't a person on this planet that's gonna see something like that. This ain't nothing but word salad. Nothing but con artist rubbish right here. Look at this. Rolling their eyes back. People, what else do they do, nutters? Huh? Do they lift one paw before they're about to attack two? Huh? Do they look upward for 5 seconds? Look downward for 5 seconds? Oh, it's about to attack two. What else very odd or obscure, something that's just normal behavior for any living organism, is a sign that they're about to attack? Oh boy. Look at this. If parents observe a concerning interaction between a child and a dog, you have to separate them. That has not happened yet, not once. These nutters, they can never stop an attack. Look at this. In cases where a dog has bitten a child, the cause could be underlying health issues. And for this reason, it's a good idea to take your dog to a vet. Really? Oh, it just has health problems, has a stomach ache. Oh, it bit your baby's head off because it has an earache. Okay. Exactly the type of creature you better never refer to as a pet. Something that crazy. That is insane. That's insane. While you're informing people of stuff like this, you need to inform or recommend to them to get rid of the dog. Something that's going to attack just because it is in pain or sick. Get out of here. Generally, when people are sick, they're nicer. When people are sick, they really don't have the energy to be aggressive or to attack someone. They don't want to do nothing. But dogs want to attack. Okay. Like I said, you want to build a case against dog ownership. Just listen to what the trainers and behaviorists have to say, the so-called experts. They can build a case against dog ownership better than anybody. My attempt to build a case against dog ownership primarily involve reading the things that the experts have said. That is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. You cannot make this up. So the behaviorists, I've been going at these people for a long time. I've made it my mission. Made it my mission to expose them. If all experts said that dogs are not pets, then the government itself would be under pressure. That would put a lot of pressure on dog culture if the experts were honest. If the experts told the truth, dogs would be got. Not only that, not only would that put a lot of pressure on governments to get rid of them, that would put tremendous pressure on the people themselves to get rid of them. The dog owners themselves. If every time you heard a dog expert on TV, they say your bully breed is a killer, and all you're doing is trying to suppress its desire and drive to kill and attack, and it could attack at any moment. They're attacking people as I speak. I think they said there's a dog bite every 70, 80 seconds here in the United States alone. And remember, like I said, there are more dog bites in this country than there are violent assaults. You know, human on human violent crimes. Dogs are more violent than humans. Their track record, they beat humans really by a long shot when it comes to violent crimes. And it's not just about the number of crimes, because see, when people attack other people, we usually attacking another adult. Adults typically don't attack 2-year-olds. They typically don't attack newborns. Dogs prefer to. Y'all got the nerve to ask me why I hate dogs. A question why I chose this name as a name. Okay, I don't know what else to tell you. Now, I want to publish a book. I want to publish a book. Give people an update on my book. But listen, I'm not a rich man. I'm pretty much a struggling person just like everybody else. I can't afford to publish no book right now. Whenever I get enough money to publish my book, I will publish the book. And it was foolish of me to think or to put a time stamp on it, because this is the first book I will have ever written. So, you know, all I can say is that I'm going to get it out there as soon as possible. I'm going to get it out as soon as possible, okay? But I'm just like everybody else. I'm not a wealthy man. But my thing is, there should already be books on it. Somebody wrote a book called, it's like an anti-dog book. I think they shared it with me too. You can find it on, I think, Amazon. It's called, I think, Why I Hate Dogs. Let me see. Or something like that, right? There's a book. So here it is. Why I Hate Dogs by Saul Marino. I could have swore this person reached out to me before, the writer of this book. I don't know. Has anybody read this book? It's not an old book. It's fairly new. Why I Hate Dogs, Confessions of a Grump. Let me see here. Wait a minute. When was this written? I think this was written recently. Well, let's take a look at that. Who is this guy? Sal Marino. Look at this. A dog's best friend? Put a question mark. Ain't got no date on here. Come on, man. People, this is a recent book. I'm telling you now, I remember because I looked it up. I looked for it. This is a recent book. This joker recently wrote this book. But I can't find exactly when it was written. If y'all find out, please let me know. Oh, look. There's another book. Look at this. I Hate Dogs. What is this? Written by Wanda Homan. Come on, man. Y'all, I wanna check this out. These people writing these books. It already beat me to it. Oh, here it is right here. This might be a PDF. Oh, here's the author. Look at it. I just published a funny new bossy. Yeah, see, I don't want no comic relief now. This ain't no joke. Dog culture ain't no joke. Ain't nothing funny. Look at this. Published a funny new book called Why I Hate Dogs, Confessions of a Grump. If you hate dogs, you're going to love me. If you love dogs, you're going to hate me. And most likely, you'll be joining the mob outside, calling for my crucifixion. Now, let me take that back. This might be an excellent book. Because if he wrote it in a humorous way, but still included the facts, that's very smart. So frankly, my numerous experiences having to clean out the deep treads of my sneakers, popsicle sticks, qualify me as a consummate grump in the matter. So my disdain for those cute little poop factories is well founded. No matter where you sit on these opinions, the book is full of funny stuff. I know you'll get a kick out of it. You can even read it for free if you're a Kindle member, and you'll also find free sample chapters by searching my name and title. It is one of many books I've written, and yes, I do all the cover artwork for my books. So have a look and post your comments here. Saul Marino. Go ahead. Not too many people responded to him. But as you can see, it's still not that many books. There's not that many books on this. On the negative side of dogs in society. People are drunk on delusion, this idea that dogs are great for society. So I know that, the general public, they're missing books like this. We need books like this. So bear with me as far as that's concerned. And I hope y'all have a constructive week. This is Sunday, and it's 9:25 p.m. my time. So this day pretty much over with. Kick back and relax and knock out another work week starting tomorrow. Y'all be safe. Be sure to share the video, and I will chop it up with you all on the next live stream as we continue with this crusade.